Way of G Local 1040 members, I'm Johnny Jones, your local president. Also serve as your Council 100 Secretary Treasurer. As you're aware, the contract has been suspended and taken away by an illegal action by the agency and the DHS Secretary. I wanted to talk to you about some of the issues that you may be facing and issues you might be facing in the future. But I also want to provide you an update about the lawsuits that we have filed and some other things that we need to talk about. So let's give you some updates about the lawsuit. The lawsuit has been filed, and our partner in this fight, one of the partners, unions, NTU, had their hearing last week in which they won against the government and their rights were restored. We fully expect to have the similar kind of actions taken when we have our court hearing in the next couple of weeks. So with that being said, if we do win, our contract is restored, dues deduction is back on your payroll, but we're going to be moving to e-dues anyway because the agency's ability to dictate how unions operate and your protections in the workplace should not be up for somebody else to make a decision. It is you, the person who decides to have dues taken out of your paycheck. You should be making that choice. I also want to talk to you about this HCAM, the sick leave issues that we're having. Number one, if you are asked to bring in a note, it needs to be provided to you in writing. People are just telling you got to bring a note in. Also, your uniforms, it's to our knowledge, based on the information we have, is that the agency is still trying to renegotiate the contracts. So basically, they terminated the contracts and they're trying to renegotiate them with VA Solutions, according to the sources we have. So the agency basically is coming in saying, we don't want these uniforms. We want to pay what we want to pay. Most likely the same kind of situation that we had in our episode with our contract. Also, your rights of representation. The agency may not allow a union representative to be present in a meeting. That's because they've suspended the rights of your Weingarten rights until we have our court hearing, which is not fair, but also would be the number one reason why I would just join it for e-dues at that point, because we are trying to make sure that we have the right to protect you. Why would they want to eliminate your ability to have a representative? Well, because then you're going to probably self-incriminate yourself or do other things that are way worse. If you do face these kind of issues, then please do, if you are a member, please reach out and we'll do the best we can to help you get through these situations. And we can still respond to your grievances and any other reprimands or suspensions you do receive during this time. Just be mindful that if you do receive a letter reprimand or above, which is a letter reprimand suspension, it could impact your ability to shift trades, transfers, and other things until we get the contract restored. We also want to talk about the history of how we got here and where we are today. But just remember, back in 2002, the TSA was formed. And in 2002, when we first started, we all rose up in the ashes of 9/11 and came in to swing into this new agency so we could serve our country. But many years later, after we started around 2005 or 6, we're like, hey, it's time to get a union up in here because we need to have better workplace conditions. And many people would say to us, oh, you're never going to get this or that. But I was just a dues paying member at the time. Other people were in charge of our local, including former local president David Curtis. But at the point, and also Rudy Garcia was there, but when we were there, we're like, hey, we're just trying to get paid parking. We're trying to get better working conditions. We weren't even talking about the pay at that point. We were talking about getting Title V rights. But here we go. What has the union done in the past? We won paid parking. We received our first contract back in 2012. We also delivered the largest pay increase in the history of the federal government in 2022. We also provided paid parental leave to all TSA officers and other federal employees across the country. The TSA officer had to be written into the law. Just remember that. These are the things we've accomplished. We can accomplish so much together. But right now, we are divided within ourselves because they believe the agency's telling you there's no union. Well, the union is right here. I wear to work every single day, just like I used to before we had official time. The union is here. Join up on e-dues. Continue to fight, because when we unite and we work together, we can win and we can get everything that we've ever wanted. But we have to be together. Sometimes people are like, well, I like to pay union dues because I can't do all the stuff that other people do. So AFG hires people to lobby on your behalf or do things on your behalf. But sometimes you get involved in the action and take action. We were in the process of training 20 or 30 new stewards, and we were fanning them out. And as soon as the lawsuit is done, we're going to continue that process and working towards making this a better place. So we encourage you to join eDues. Once we get the payroll deduction back, we're still going to be trying to convert everybody to eDues. AFGE is offering $50 to convert to eDues. You're going to get a check in the mail. I just approve it. And the local is also handling some rebates. And if you recruit somebody, you'll get $50. So it's $50 from the recruiter, $50 from AFGE, and also $50 from the local. We are working together to get these things together and make it work. So join up on eDues. Remember, we have Chris Brown at DFW and Becky Mancha at Love Field. We have Wendy Jones, the treasurer. She's out in Tyler, Longview. We have stewards all across the other area. We have Millie Garcia. She's the recording secretary. She's at DFW. We also have Blake Cruz. He's the chief steward for Love Field. And we also have Chief Steward Flo Clapp. She's at DFW. We are still here working together for you guys every single day. When things come about, just understand and know that the union is here for you. We're here to fight for you, but we cannot do it without dues paying members. And I love when people mock me on Facebook talking about eDues, because it just encourages me to do more and to make sure that I talk to more people about eDues. And I want to say thank you for the encouragement, because I know that I'm doing the right thing when it gets underneath your skin. And I also want to say thank you to the non-BUEs who have joined up on eDues on the behalf of the bargaining employees. They sign up on eDues because they do not want you to lose your rights, because they know by protecting the TSOs it will protect them. And I say thank you to those supervisors, those inspectors, managers that all joined eDues to protect themselves, and HR specialists. So with that being said, I'm Johnny Jones signing out at Jaguar Studios here in Fort Worth, Texas. I'm your local president for AFG Local 1040 and the Council 100 Secretary Treasurer. I can't wait to see you on the floor. If you probably see me, I'm working an 8-terminal right now, but I'll do my best to start working my way around. And everybody have yourself a great evening. Talk to you soon. All right, everybody. Good night.